Let's talk about an internet legend, a figure so ubiquitous, so ingrained in the digital zeitgeist, that vegan teacher. She's everywhere, your feed, popping up in your recommended videos, dominating comment sections. Your cousins, maybe even your great-aunt Mildred's, who just discovered TikTok. Maybe even your dog's existential nightmares, as he ponders the ethics of kibble. Armed with a ukulele, a seemingly innocent instrument, and controversial takes hotter than a freshly microwaved Hot Pocket, she's made more people crave cheeseburgers out of spite, fueled by pure internet rebellion, than any fast food ad ever could, inadvertently boosting McDonald's stock in the process. Her real name? Katie Karen Diekmeyer. A name that somehow perfectly encapsulates the internet persona. She's not just a vegan creator, she's a whole subgenre, a cottage industry of content. Reaction channels thrive on her content, dissecting every word, every chord, every controversial claim. She's the center of a digital ecosystem, a bizarre food chain of outrage and amusement, serenely strumming while chaos reigns, seemingly oblivious to the digital dumpster fire she's ignited. Block her? Someone else will bring her up. The algorithm ensures you can't escape. She's omnipresent, whether you're inspired, infuriated, or simply baffled by her existence. How did a former ESL teacher from Quebec, a seemingly ordinary individual, become so polarizing? A figure of such intense online debate, not with gentle avocado toast, a symbol of millennial wellness, that's for sure. Her rise is a wild story of controversy, call-outs, accusations, and digital drama. And a strategy so aggressive, so unapologetically confrontational, it makes a honey badger look shy, almost demure in comparison. She didn't join the conversation. She didn't politely request a seat at the table. She kicked the door in with the force of 1,000 vegan warriors, accused everyone of animal murder and sang about it, often off-key, but always with conviction. So buckle up. Get ready. We're diving into the weird, wild world of that vegan teacher. A journey into the heart of internet absurdity, the tactics, the calculated moves, the carefully crafted online persona, the bans, the suspensions, the constant battle against platform moderation, the memes, the endless stream of jokes, parodies, and reactions she inspires, and the method behind the madness, the underlying motivations, the grand plan, if there is one. Is she a genuine activist, passionately fighting for animal rights, or the ultimate internet troll, masterfully manipulating the masses? Let's find out. Before we dive into the depths of the drama, the controversies, and the, shall we say, teaching methods, let's map the vegan teacher cinematic universe. Consider this your orientation, a quick tour of the landscape before the roller coaster begins. We'll chart the key players, the recurring themes, and the overall ecosystem that makes up this fascinating and often baffling online world. As of May 2025, her YouTube channel boasts an impressive 263,000 subscribers and a staggering 110 million views. These numbers aren't just digits, they represent a dedicated or perhaps captivated audience. That's a lot of people watching someone point at carrots, lecture about the ethics of almond milk, and sing ukulele tunes about the evils of cheese. It begs the question, what is it about this content that draws such a crowd? She's relentless, churning out over 5 videos a week. This isn't a casual hobby, it's a content creation machine. This is a full-time operation, a dedicated commitment to spreading her message, one video at a time. It's a testament to her drive, if nothing else. Her videos, shot at home, often in her kitchen, the epicenter of her vegan evangelism. The production values are simple, but the message is delivered with a vibe that's both mundane and slightly menacing. It's a strange juxtaposition that somehow works. The ukulele is her weapon of choice, a seemingly innocent instrument wielded with surprising conviction. She uses it to deliver rewritten pop songs about animal cruelty, turning catchy tunes into vegan anthems. These songs often target cheese eaters' moral failings, delivered with a healthy dose of judgment. Production quality? Raw and unfiltered, giving the impression of a direct line to her thoughts. It feels like a personal message, sometimes even a personal attack to every carnivore watching. But it's not just music and tofu recipes. There's more to the VTCU than meets the eye. Her dog, Bella, is a recurring star, a furry companion often featured in her videos. Bella's been on a vegan diet since 2017, sparking endless debate about the ethics of imposing dietary restrictions on pets. Bella's appearances regularly trigger a storm of comments and online petitions, both in support and against her diet. This makes her the silent and perhaps unwilling co-star of the channel. VidIQ estimates her monthly earnings to be somewhere between $3,800 and a whopping $11,300. Not bad at all for off-key tofu ballads and passionate pronouncements about plant-based living. Her formula works. A potent mix of unwavering conviction, calculated controversy, and absolutely zero shame. She's definitely not your typical polished influencer, carefully curating an aspirational lifestyle. Instead, she's that vegan teacher, a brand in and of herself. And her brand is being unapologetically and sometimes aggressively herself. Love her, hate her, or simply be utterly bewildered by her, you can't ignore her presence. The channel serves as a fascinating case study in how controversy, combined with consistent content creation, can build a surprisingly successful digital empire. So, with all that said, welcome to the VTCU. Buckle up, it's going to be a wild ride. What's her secret sauce? What is the magic ingredient that makes her content so viral, so talked about, so impossible to escape? It's not the ukulele, it's the call-out, it's the art of the calculated controversy. She didn't build her audience by preaching to vegans. She didn't stay within the safe confines of her own niche. She targeted the biggest creators, Gordon Ramsay, Charli D'Amelio, Mr. Beast, calling out their non-vegan ways. She throws stones at giants knowing the ripples will reach far and wide. It's algorithmic genius. Poke a massive fandom, and watch the engagement explode. It's a calculated risk, a gamble on the internet's insatiable appetite for drama. When a celebrity or their fans respond, her name trends, her videos get shared, and the hate watchers pour in. They come to argue, to criticize, but they all contribute to the same thing: visibility. The YouTube algorithm doesn't care if you love or hate her. Engagement is engagement. All that matters is that people are watching, clicking, and commenting. She's engineered a perpetual motion machine of controversy, spark outrage, fuel it with internet drama, and let the algorithm do the rest. It's a self-sustaining cycle of attention. She's not just part of internet culture, she hijacks it for growth. She understands the levers of online attention and uses them to her advantage. Every call-out is a calculated move designed to maximize attention. It's not accidental, it's a strategy. The result? A feedback loop of notoriety and views, a constantly growing audience fueled by both admiration and outrage. She's made herself impossible to ignore, whether you're a fan or a furious commenter. You're talking about her, and that's all that matters. It's ruthless, effective, and uniquely her. A masterclass in leveraging controversy for growth. That's how she became a permanent fixture in online discourse. She's carved out her space in the digital landscape. Love her or loathe her, you're playing her game. And she's winning. Every villain has an origin story, and for that vegan teacher, it was her dramatic TikTok ban in February 2021. TikTok deleted her account, 1.7 million followers gone for repeated community guideline violations. The internet celebrated, but the ban wasn't about one video, it was a pattern of crossing lines from inappropriate comments to offensive Holocaust comparisons. Instead of backing down, she multiplied new accounts popped up only to be banned again. She pivoted to YouTube claiming she was a victim of vegan phobia and censorship. The ban became content. She framed herself as a martyr, fueling her narrative and rallying her followers. For her, consequences are just new material. The TikTok saga shows her playbook: push boundaries, get banned, claim persecution, and keep the spotlight. The ban didn't silence her, it gave her a new act. In her world, every setback is just another viral moment. Of all her controversies, none has stuck like the saga of her vegan dog, Bella. Since 2017, Bella's plant-based diet has sparked outrage. #SaveBella became a meme, a movement, and a Change.org petition with over 50,000 signatures. The internet turned Bella into a symbol, with memes of stake-dropping rescue missions and action hero parodies. Katie didn't shy away. She featured Bella in videos, showing her as happy and healthy, and called critics bullies. Every Bella video was a challenge to her detractors and a magnet for engagement. The #SaveBella campaign blurred the line between genuine concern and meme-fueled drama. Did people really expect authorities to intervene? Probably not. But it was a way to join the spectacle. Bella became a bigger celebrity than most influencers, and Katie turned the backlash into content gold. It's a masterclass in controversy as engagement. Some controversies go beyond cringe into genuinely offensive territory. Katie has repeatedly co-opted human rights language for animal rights, like using "I Can't Breathe" from Black Lives Matter for a song about animals. She's compared coming out as vegan to coming out as LGBTQ+, trivializing real struggles. These moves have been widely condemned as racist, homophobic, and deeply insensitive. Instead of building support, she alienates potential allies and damages the vegan movement's credibility. Her rhetoric often crosses from provocative to harmful, sparking intense backlash and calls for her removal. It's not just about being edgy, it's about causing real hurt for attention. These moments define the line between controversial activism and outright harm. No call-out was bigger than her feud with Gordon Ramsay. She sang, begged, and criticized Ramsay responded by eating burgers and calling her a vegan donut. Their back and forth became internet legend, each video a new episode in a viral soap opera. For Katie, it was the ultimate win, a direct line to Ramsay's massive audience. For Ramsay, it was easy content and a chance to reinforce his anti-vegan brand. The feud was a symbiotic spectacle, each needed the other to stay relevant. It's the perfect example of her strategy: pick a polar opposite, create conflict, and let the internet do the rest. The result? Endless memes, millions of views, and both creators staying in the spotlight. Their rivalry is a masterclass in mutual engagement. She needs a villain, he needs a foil. Together, they keep the internet entertained and themselves trending. It's messy, chaotic, and impossible to look away. That's the power of a well-chosen feud. The backlash against that vegan teacher didn't stop at memes, it became organized. Petitions on change.org called for her removal from YouTube and TikTok, citing harmful misinformation, offensive comparisons, and targeting minors. Some petitions gathered hundreds of thousands of signatures, reflecting widespread frustration. Petitioners argue that her content crosses the line from activism to harassment and hate speech. They cite specific incidents, racist songs, LGBTQ+ comparisons, Bella's diet as evidence. Despite the outcry, she remains on YouTube, highlighting the tension between free speech, platform responsibility, and profit. Platforms hesitate to ban high-engagement creators, even controversial ones. The petitions are digital protests, but so far the platform hasn't delivered a knockout blow. The debate over her presence is a microcosm of the internet's struggle with its own worst actors. So what's the endgame? Is Katie a true activist or a controversy-chasing content machine? She clearly believes in her cause, but her tactics are perfectly tuned for algorithmic chaos. She's forced veganism into mainstream conversation, but often as a punchline. For every person she inspires, she alienates 100 more, turning veganism into a meme. Her activism feels more like performance than persuasion, building her brand above all. She's created a character that's endlessly watchable, for better or worse. Her passion may be real, but her methods serve her own celebrity as much as the animals. As long as the internet craves drama, that vegan teacher will have a seat at the table.